Senator Gutierrez had body armor bought 2 assault rifles on his 18th birthday. What do we do?
Yeah, Shep. I mean, I guess that's the world we're living in now, right? It just seems so crazy. I just have no words. I'm so sad about what has happened in our community down here in Uvalde. I just drove in from San Antonio talking to some of my constituents, and it's just a town just in grief, just trying to get through, just trying to get by this horrible, horrible tragedy, try to understand. I don't think that, we might not ever see the light of day on this thing, but we're gonna keep trying. That's all we can do.
You've had a lot of information from state police, from DPS, Department of Public Safety. I wonder if in your conversations you've been able to find out anything about what might have led this person, whose name we're not using anymore, to go get the body armor and the guns on his birthday. Do you know anything?
So investigation's really early on, and so we're waiting to get more information, obviously. I think we'll see that over the course of the next several days. We know that he purchased them from a licensed brick-and-mortar facility here in Uvalde on his 18th birthday. It was the first thing he did. We know that he had...
That was 8 days ago.
Yeah.
That's 2 days after the attack in Buffalo on the supermarket, where a man in body armor took a weapon in and mowed down black people in the supermarket. Now we got one in Uvalde who on his 18th birthday, another 18-year-old, goes and buys a couple weapons. I mean, it's unimaginable.
Yeah, look, I own guns, Shep.
I don't mean that. Not the buying of them, that you would take them into a school and shoot people up. I don't mean owning the guns. I mean that's your plan.
No, I mean, absolutely. I mean, and unfortunately in our state, we've expanded the access to this type of weaponry. And at what point do we say that these are militarized weapons, that these weapons are not what we use on a regular hunting trip or anything like that? At what point do we say that we need some kind of regulation to keep these types of weapons away from 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and 22-year-olds? And that's where the policy comes in. And I think that we're going to have to unpack all of this and finally get to a place where we make some serious concessions, both at the state and federal level.
Senator Gutierrez, what more did you learn from DPS, from state police, about today that you haven't yet shared with us?
Well, it was a very quick briefing around 5:35, Shep, and at that point we were able to learn that it was 18 children and 3 adults. We learned about his purchasing of the weapons. We learned about him being from North Dakota but moving down to Uvalde. We don't know when that happened.
But he went to Uvalde High, right?
Yes, he was a senior in high school here. We don't know a whole lot beyond that because things are unfolding as we speak. And so it's my hope that we'll be able to ascertain more information in the months that come so that we can get, in the days that come, so that we can try to get to the bottom of this. Certainly, as a policymaker, I need to know what is driving young men like this so that we can try to create some change at the legislative level.
Senator, what more, if anything, do you know about any of the victims?
So far, we have no information on victimship. I'll probably, even if I did, I'd probably stay pretty private on that.
Yeah.
I don't know the ages of the children. As you know, these were elementary school children. I'm here tonight to assess community needs, to make sure that we have enough psychological treatment for survivors. We have many. It's a small community it's a small rural community with very little psychological resources. So I've asked the chairman of the Texas Education Agency to bring Region 20 bereavement specialists here and also to bring back other people from some of the school districts in San Antonio to help with that task.
This shooter's graduation was scheduled for this Friday. What do you do now for this school? For these kids, graduation.
I can't imagine what the next week's going to be, what this summer is going to be like for the families of Uvalde. I'm devastated, Shep. I have two little girls of my own, and I take them to school, and I can't imagine taking my daughters to school and not being able to pick them up at the end of the day. I'm heartbroken, as we all should be.
Well, we all are, and we search for answers on these days every time, and they never come. And I guess the one thing I'd finish with you before we go, what can all the rest of us out here from around the country do? How can we help?
Even my most devout gun rights advocates in Texas, even when you talk to them, they'll tell you that maybe people shouldn't be having, running around with AR-15s and having such immediate access to them. We have to tell our policymakers that these types of weapons are meant for war. They're not meant for hunting. And so we've got to have some kind of restrictions, some kind of limitations.
What can we do for the people of Uvalde, all of us?
Right now, obviously, we need to pray for folks. But more than that, I think from communities in and around Uvalde, we're looking to hopefully send psychiatric help, psychological help to our surviving students, and just pray and pray that we change, that we really look at ourselves and take a deep down look and say, this isn't about gun rights.
Yeah.
This is about having reasonable restrictions in place for certain types of weaponry.
State Senator Roland Gutierrez, I will see you tomorrow night.